Hey guys, what is up and welcome to the HR Show. So this show I'm going to be talking about something that's kind of more personal, a little bit more heartfelt in a way, but not really. And that's just kind of about, obviously like the title says, dreams and doubts. I think it's very obvious with what I do basically daily for free that I would love to at least, let's say, be in like the video making business, filmmaking business, whatever. However, I think that's kind of funny now that like looking back at some pictures of me when I was a kid and whatnot. I really remember wanting at one point in my life when I was younger to be an actor. I remember having that thought and thinking, lols. Back then I literally thought like, no, I would never be able to be this. I would never be able to do acting. That's just stupid. And I went through a lot of phases of wanting to be different things when I was a kid. I wanted to be an archaeologist once. I wanted to be like astronaut once. I wanted to be a race car driver, NASCAR driver, whatever. I wanted to be a singer at one point for some reason, or at least I thought of that idea. I wanted to be anything possible really at one point throughout, probably up until like I started doing this. I was always very back and forth what the hell I actually wanted to do when I grew up. I think for better or worse, I ended up here doing videos and making videos and really enjoying it. However, looking back at those pictures, I used to always dress up as Steve and I think it's Joe, I believe, when I was a kid. Like someone, I can't remember who, would like actually make me like the sweaters of like with the patterns that they had on them. I would always dress up like that, and then I got to a point where I would always dress up as Indiana Jones, or like I basically had people or myself put together an Indiana Jones costume that I even wore to school like 2 or 3 times in elementary school. Without the gun and the whip, because you can't have that stuff in the schoolyards. Then I know all of 5th grade I was really into Kids Next Door, which is a cartoon on Cartoon Network if you never heard of it. Pretty okay. And I actually like made a Kids Next Door out of like a lot of people in my grade, and there was like sections, and it was actually kind of like very organized and it was weird, and there's only a few people that really got into it, and I even had one of my friends became like arch enemy of the Kids Next Door. I even had like a #1 outfit from that. I had like red turtleneck and like brown shorts that I found put together, and I specifically I think bought like brown like plain shoes to wear with it. You know, got the glasses. I never shaved my head because I loved my long goddamn flowing hair. However, like even past then, which was like all elementary school, I was never like afraid to dress up and do stuff. I understand like obviously pretending and doing stuff when you're a kid makes sense because that's what a lot of kids do. Maybe not nowadays, since I technically grew up when there wasn't much technology. I was like in the interchanging phase of like having iPods and stuff like that. So like when I was really young, you know, I still had to kind of go outside and do stuff. Not all the time, but I did. So I would still, you know, get props and stuff and make up things. It's just funny to think that I always laughed at the fact, at least when I was younger, when I thought of wanting to be an actor, that it would be just so stupid when a lot of the things I did was acting. I even made I just remember this, I even made like a Jack Sparrow outfit, which was very crudely made. And like I wore that out on the beach, and like I would even talk like this. That was kind of more of I didn't know what that was. But I even would walk with like the swagger and all that. Like I acted a good amount of my life, sort of. Now obviously with me wanting to be an actor, or at least in the film stuff, I'm not saying that like because I did all that I'm gonna be the best in the world. I never actually like did theater or anything like that, or like stage performances ever when I was a kid, which I regret and don't regret, but oh well, I didn't know what I wanted to do at that point, so I just didn't do them. However, getting more to like the doubt side, like when I thought of this idea for the HR show, because if you didn't know, the titles are at least kind of thought before I start talking. There's no script, but there's still some thought behind these. But I was kind of like in a funk of making videos. Not saying that like the videos were bad, I just was like, whenever I'd get in a video or like go to make a video, I'm just like, another video. Like I think that was the first time in a while that I kind of hit that with YouTube and making videos, like that, like a whole like, I don't want to do this right now. I don't want to do anything right now. What is it? I really think it's because I'm a small channel. I'm not very ambitious with a lot of things I do, and that's mostly partly because I can't be ambitious with a lot of things I do. And obviously, again, I'm not the best at everything I do. I try to get better every single day. That's kind of the whole point of making new videos, different videos and whatever, just kind of trying to get better and find something that people enjoy. However, I spend all this time on videos. Like lately, almost every single video for sure has been spent 2 hours or more. I know, especially for Treadnot, those videos have probably taken like 5 hours almost each, or a hell of a lot more, honestly. And like I put all that work into it. Obviously, I really try hard. I understand I don't have a job. I like basically sit here the most I can, editing and getting things done, and even just searching up and looking new things up for editing. And I go through all that work, and what happens? Best way to say nothing happens. Which I'm fine with nothing happening basically, but you know, you put all that work in and you get maybe 10 views? You know, that's almost, for some videos, again with Treadnot, that's like a view an hour of work I put in. I understand why. I understand that, like, I'm a small YouTuber with how YouTube is lately and with how YouTube works. Part of it is because nobody's seen the videos. And me personally, I know I don't go around looking for new channels every single day. If I was someone looking at this channel, I would have to find a really good video that I really liked, and then probably even find like a second video that I really liked for me to subscribe and actually keep watching. And I guess that's the biggest thing that I fail at, is advertising, because I obviously don't want to use the money and all that. I do have doubts, obviously, with what I do. And it's funny, it's like a prime example, I think, of the mood I am in is that Undercover, which I bring this up a lot because it was the most viewed video on my channel for a while, and it brought in a lot of subscribers, quote unquote, a lot of subscribers. There's some days that I'll watch Undercover and be like, God damn, that was so good. I can't believe I made that. That was fucking genius. And then there's some days that I'll watch this, I will literally look at it and be like, why did anyone watch this? This is crappy. Like, the audio is blah blah this and that and that. And the biggest thing is, like, it's not perfect, but it's not bad. But depending on my mood and like how I'm feeling with all the things and how I'm feeling about myself and like what I'm making, it seems to change my perspective on that video for some reason. And it's a good video. It's not bad. I look at it sometimes and I'm like, wow, this could have been so much better. And then sometimes I'm like, wow, I'm so proud of myself. And obviously I'm not the best, but I try my best. And yeah, that's my ramble for the HR show today. So hope you guys enjoyed. I'm not saying this because I'm gonna stop making videos or I feel like I shouldn't be on YouTube. I'm not saying this because I don't want to do this anymore. I'm just bringing up kind of some thoughts of, you know, everyone has dreams and everyone has their own doubts of whether or not they're gonna work or whether or not you're doing the right thing. So I just thought I'd talk about it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next Friday on the HR show. Bye. Why don't you actually speedrun the game? Is that a good idea?
I'm gonna speedrun the game.
That was your warm-up. Usually at like AGDQ
right.
and stuff like that, they do warm-ups. So like they don't show on camera, they like do tricks and stuff. That was your warm-up.
But instead, it's on camera and we're making fun of you.
Be good at the game now.
Yeah, please.